Sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle.
We play to win.
Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Second and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mond out of the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 42 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
here. Double count. Let's go. We got double up.
Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Mond. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mond now off of play action. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drills, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
41 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. They run again on 1st down. Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action here. Mond. Flushed out right. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14, Seahawks, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1.
21. Seahawks, nothing.
Hey, 0-0-0. 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the curve, watch the curve. Far left. 45, Mike, 45. Double dog.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Point after here coming up. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Mon. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Mon. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. Oh, some strong running. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for Minnesota.
Now that one hurts defensively. They forced him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mon being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mon looks to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Here's Mon. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Mon going to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. Mike Zimmer staring down our referee. He's upset. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Good job right there. Good job right there. 46, boys. 46. 46 to Mike. Oh, get him. Get him. Get him.
Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Mond's throw there into the hands of Ross. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Mond. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
46 to Mike. 14, 46 to Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Andy Isabella. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Hey, watch your leg. 4 down, 4 down. Check Mike 45. Check.
They go play action with Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On first down, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. He'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. A give to Cook out of the gun. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to at my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And a good job of just fighting through 1 tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mon now off of play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Mon. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Mon looks to throw. It's complete to Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
We got 3. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got room. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play there for Seattle. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
46 to Mike, 46. Watch the slant, watch the slant. 46 to Mike, 46 to Mike.
Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
They'll roll him out right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Cook following the penalty. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Mon. That ball complete to Isabella. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. And he fins him. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by Isabella. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Minnesota, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.